So here's 3 tips to help you survive in European cities when there's not much fruit around. So we're here in Nice, and it's a city, and it's a city in Europe. So fruit-wise, it's not the best. I mean, depending on the time of year, you might be able to source some good local sweet juicy fruit like peaches and melons, but right now we're just before the main peach and melon season here in France, and so it's imported and it's just not the best quality. What do you do? That's what I want to talk about. What do you do when you're in a city in Europe or somewhere else and there's just not enough fruit? What do you do? Well, first of all, I'd say do your best to find good fruit. So start out by buying what looks best and what smells best from lots of different places around town. So that's the first day, you know, the first day you buy a little bit from everywhere. That's what we did.
Yeah, we went around town and there's so many shops. So we bought from everywhere, got the best from everywhere. And
remember to keep it in the right bag so you know where you got it.
Oh yeah. And then when you've sourced the best ones, you go back as soon as possible and get a lot of it.
Yeah.
Really stock up.
Stock up. So if if one of the peaches, they were good from that shop, then you go there and you buy all the peaches. But unfortunately, it doesn't work because it depends on the batch sometimes. Yeah. But you got to try. So first tip, try your best to find the best fruit. And second thing you do is have a fruit backup plan, which is dates. Dates, figs, dried fruit essentially. I don't like it. I hate dried fruit and dates and stuff like that, but it is a backup plan to get enough sugar, So you eat the good fruit that you found, hopefully, and then you supplement with dates.
Make sure that when you buy the dates, try to get them as fresh as possible, as much water content as possible, because it's going to digest a lot better than the most dry stuff.
Third tip, well, if you didn't find any good fruit and you can't stand any more dates, well, then you have to go to the third option, which is definitely less healthy, but I mean, what are you gonna do? The third tip is drink pasteurized juice in the shops, pineapple juice or whatever you can find, grape juice, and even eat some cooked food, Even if you have to eat some cooked food, steam up some potatoes, sweet potatoes, plantains, pumpkin, even rice, beans, that sort of thing. Essentially just do your best in every situation and be okay with it. You can always stay raw. You can always stay raw. You can eat raisins all day long. But personally, that's not what I like. I mean, if I'm forced up in a corner where I can only eat raisins and dates all day long, I typically choose to eat some cooked food instead. But what you want to do is want to make sure that you're not in that situation. So make an effort to find the fresh fruit. Spend one day sourcing out the good stuff. Stock up on dried fruits as a backup plan.
And of course, bananas. There's always bananas, and they should and will have to be your staple.
Yeah.
They're always providing you with sugar, and you're gonna feel satiated, even though it's not, the tastiest of all the fruits. Now, if you're staying longer in a place, I really encourage you to go try to find some farmers or local markets, maybe outside the city a little bit. I don't know. Depends on where you are, but if you can get it fresh from the farmer, it's bound to be a lot better than any supermarket can provide.
So I just wanted to encourage you guys to take it easy on yourself, do your best, but essentially at the end of the day, do what you actually want to do. So if you're just like totally fed up with dates and bananas, eat some sweet potato. But of course that doesn't really satisfy either, so I guess you really got to get to the tropics if you want to be totally satisfied. But do your best, be happy with whatever choice you make, and surviving in a European city as a fruitarian, let's just say it's not easy. It's not easy. You can do it. You can do it, but it cannot be done successfully, I would say. You can do it, but succeeding on it or being happy about it or being healthy and etc. That I don't think that's possible. You got to go to the tropics to do that. But you know, we make compromises in life. That's what it's all about. So do your best. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you're just starting out on a raw vegan diet, you can check out our free e-booklet on how to get started on our website, sweetnaturalliving.com. See you around.